last week.
And so Hase sits in about 6th with Lexi Pappas just behind her.
Continuing to stretch things out here. We're looking at, with 9 to go, 4:18. The split there for the leaders. So again, 73.5 is what they want going through.
We'll also keep an eye on hip 10, who's just behind Hase, is Sarah Inglis. But now we've got 4 that are away, so 3 that are chasing the rabbit, and then the gap to Kreidring. This is a critical point in this race as we head to 1,600 meters. Hase not connected to the front, not connected to Fellnagel, who looks excellent behind Infeld and Flanagan. So now we're coming up to 1,600 meters.
And we're at 4:53, 4:54.
You know, actually that pacing is just perfect.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it to be too hot. Now, this group of 6 that's just behind needs to stay connected. There you see them there, with Kreidring leading them out. So Kreidring in position to have a great race and really break through and knock 10 to 15 seconds off her lifetime best. But that connection to the group I'm concerned about.
Yeah, definitely. If you're sitting, in 5th or 6th place right now, like Pappas or Hase, you got to be thinking, maybe we got to make a move and get to the outside here and make sure we're, on track to do what we're supposed to do. I mean, this is, you don't want to have USA's be where you have to hit a high AF mark. That's just not very realistic.
You need those shoulders relaxed going to that line at USA's. And now, we're also keeping an eye on Renee Mativier. She is in the back of the chase group that features Kreidring, Hase, Pappas, Inglis, and so Mativier, and there's one athlete we'll work on identifying there who's second in that chase group. So now we're at 2K we just came through 2K. We're at about 6:09 through 2K unofficially, and the rabbit is off. So the rabbit did her job. She was supposed to be at 6:08 through 2K, and we're so the front 3. I just wish that more ladies were connected to that front group.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they made the decision, right? This is with a 30-meter gap there. These ladies saying maybe that's a little too fast to go out, and Shalane Flanagan leading the field right now.
So Rachel Cliff is also in the group. She's in between Kreidring and Hase.
And again, Cliff, a Canadian World XC team member, a gritty racer. See if she can pull something through here. And again, Fellnagel in 3rd place up front there. That group is just absolutely flying right now.
So the next time through, we're going to see all of the field as they come through the start-finish area the next time, and we'll get a shot at Kara Goucher. Kara currently is leading chase group number 3. So you see Flanagan, Enfeld, and Fellnagel. They're doing some work now.
Oh, yeah.
It's on right now.
7:19 through that split, and now that chase group 7:28. So a 9-second gap already forming here. It's one of those things. I don't know if that group of 5 or 6 is going to go too late to try to get that mark.
I think that they're on pace. I think they're fine. And so they're all having nice races, and I think they're running well within themselves right now. You can see the front 3, and we're going to give a shot of the entire race here now. You can see just right around 8 minutes with 6 to go for the leaders. Here's your chase group with Kreidring, Cliff, Hase, Pappas, Mativier, and there's Kara Goucher right there trying to bridge the gap. So Kara ran a little conservative early, which is fine. She hasn't run a 5K on the track in a couple of years, and you can see the rest chasing through. These ladies are all on close to 16 flat, 16:10 pace. So that gives you an idea of what the race looks like at this point as we're into the second half of it.
And now making a move forward is Infeld. Going to take the lead here.
You can see Kara Goucher there, now kind of running solo. She just went through the 1,500-meter start. So she's bridging the gap up to Mativier as we go wide here to give perspective on where she is. You'll see what's in front of her. She's got her sights on that group with Hase, and there you go. Now you can see, so Goucher just passes Renee, and she's looking at that next group, and Goucher is rolling right now. Check it out, Cody.
Yeah,
She
take
is
it.
moving.
I mean, she's taking no prisoners here. She knows what she has to do. I mean, I'm sure someone on the infield probably gave her a split or something like that and let her know exactly where she was in the race and realized that, hey, I maybe went out a little too conservatively. And, you know, that's just a testament to her fitness right now. She's literally made up probably a good 70-meter difference here in about 500 meters. It's simply astounding.
And now we're back on the leaders. Those front three are, you know, I mean, they've got to be in the ballpark where they're starting to think about that 15-10 type of, maybe not quite that fast, but I mean, I think that 15-15, they are on that IAAF standard pace, as we'll get a 3,200-meter split momentarily here. That's a great shot at Infeld, Flanagan, and Feldnagel. Feldnagel has got to hang on for 2 more laps. They've got to get to 1,000, and that's 9:47. So 15:15 is realistic here.
I mean, yeah, definitely. And, you know, for Feldnagel, this might be a little out of her comfort zone a little bit. I mean, that's 9:47 is moving.
Now
here.
you see the chase group is approaching the 3,200-meter mark. 03, 04, about 04. Goucher 2 seconds back in 06 as Pappas takes the lead on that group.
In here, and it looks like Feldnagel is going to be pushing back Goucher, though.
You can see Goucher here on our screen. Now we're back to the main group. And so you see Enfeld done a ton of work in this race. So 10:23 with 4 to go. So if they run a 4:50, that's 15:16.
That's the 73s. That's what they were looking for.
And now Feldnagel is off that group. So now let's see. This group comes through, and they're at 10:40.
Yeah, Papa's trying to do it by herself right there.
So they're in trouble to not hit the USA, right?
Definitely.
That group needs to get going to hit USA,
Well,
the A standard.
And you can already, as we got our front group here, you can see Feldnagel starting to drop off. It's now Infeld and Shalane Flanagan starting to duel. But you've got that third group right there. But Flanagan and Infeld, I think they know maybe how close they are as well, and they're trying to make it, you know, a mute point where they get sub 15:20. They feel confident about it. They can roll into USA's. And now we've got this chase group right here. As you can see, Pappas, again, opening up 10-meter lead here. Hussey in pursuit, and now you can see Kara Goucher at the back there. And she really hasn't been able to close that gap any more than she did about 600 meters ago.
The problem is she had that gap, and while everyone else is pressing, she's got even more. She's got double the work to do. And speaking of the work, now Flanagan is back up front. You can see now the chase there. Krigring just off as Pappas is broken away, and Kara Goucher still climbing up the ladder here, working her way through, and you know that's why it's great to have all these competitors on the track together.
I mean, that's impressive right there, because she seemingly was stalled out for 400 meters where there was a 10-meter like thick glass wall between her and that second group, and now she's obviously broken through that, and she's going for scalps here. She's got Hussey in pursuit, and now Flanagan.
Now down the back stretch, you've got Flanagan and Infeld.
Yeah.
Infeld down, and they're just coming through, and they're 3.5 laps to go.
And look at them open up there. I mean, that's just they continue to push the pace there. Feldnagel has fallen way off here, and now Flanagan continuing to push here on the home stretch with just over 2 laps to go. Infeld, Flanagan pushing.
This is a tempo run in Beaverton right now for these two ladies, the Bowerman TC ladies. 2 laps to go at 12:47. 2 laps to go.
And Feldnagel is going to be crossing behind them with 800 meters to go as well. She's got about a 10-second differential between those 2 leaders, and they just keep continuing to push it. Now they're lapping runners and Pappas here.
Now, if we go back to the main straightaway, you can see that Pappas is is now being chased by Goucher. Goucher goes by Hussey.
Yeah, Goucher, again, just a gutsy race. You know, you've got Infeld and Flanagan up front, but Goucher, just the character there, the veteran approach to this, where she's run essentially the smartest race out of the entire field here, and now we've got Flanagan and Infeld again, just rounding the corner here, about 5:50 remaining, and we'll see who comes away with a victory here as they continue to rock and roll. We're at 13:40 and change right now, and Infeld just sitting behind, and now moves out to lane 2. Infeld going to take the lead here as we can continue this race here. Infeld is going to, with 400 meters remaining. Feldnagel in third. Goucher in fourth. As we see this home stretch right here, and now back to the leaders. Infeld, 5-meter gap. 3:25 remaining. Continuing to push. And again, you can see that forward lean there, meaning all business. Just under 300 meters to go. We're at 14:19. Infeld might have a shot. Definitely going to break 15 here if they keep this up. And now pushing it, Infeld. Just under 200 meters, and so there's going to be just over 15 minutes between Infeld and Flanagan. Again, Feldnagel in no woman's land, back in third, and Infeld just continuing to put on the afterburners here. Emily Infeld from Nike Bowerman Track Club holding off Shalane Flanagan. The finishing stretch here, Portland Track Festival 2015, and your winner with a time of 15:07, unofficially 15:10 and change for Shalane Flanagan. And now we've got a race on the back here as Bree Feldnagel desperately trying to hold off all challengers here. Feldnagel with a 30-meter jump here, and now Kara Goucher in fourth place. Hussey sliding into fifth past Pappas. And Feldnagel coming through with the finish. Feldnagel will be 15:36, 15:38 for Kara Goucher. And then coming across the line, fifth place Jordan Hussey, followed by Alexi Pappas, the top 6 there. So 2 ladies under the qualifying mark here for USATF. It was a great race. Shalane Flanagan, Emily Infeld, your winner for the high performance meet here, as we've got the rest of the competitors cruising on through. Bree Feldnagel from Adidas coming through in third, and Kara Goucher all the way from cheap seats, making her way, climbing through the field into fourth place. An excellent run for her. She's got to feel good about that. Her first 5K on a track in a couple years, as now we have everyone closing stuff out here. The final finishers just about 200 meters away from wrapping this thing up and getting us into the high performance 10K, as we've got 2 final finishers. Down the stretch here, your winner of the women's 5K high performance, Emily Infeld, beating Shalane Flanagan here to start off the professional action at the Portland Track Festival.
I'm here with first and second place in the women's 5,000 meters. Emily Infeld, phenomenal out there today.
Thanks so much. It feels really good to be back on the track. This is my first 5K in about 3 years because I've had a bit of injury, so it feels good to be healthy and running well, and yeah, with Shalane, just like crushing. Yeah, anyways.
All right, Shalane, the wheels are there tonight. How was it?
Oh, kind of. You know what? I totally attribute my ability to turn around from the marathon to this lady right here, because she is a speed demon. Not a lot of people know that, but I've just been struggling to keep up with her, and it paid off tonight for me to get back into that track that hurts so good. So yeah.
You had to be thinking about USAs out there today, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I haven't run the last 2 USAs, so I'm really blessed and happy to be out here running. I mean, me and Shalane were just at altitude, and I feel like had a really good training stint, so we're excited to see kind of what our fitness was, and yeah, going into USAs, it's a good boost of confidence.
Okay, speaking of going into USAs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's game on. I'm excited. Em and I are fit and just hungry to race, and yeah, we just feel really fortunate. I haven't run a 5K in 4 years, so it's good to get back out here. So I think we're just happy to be healthy and at USAs and ready to just take on whatever comes. So.
All right, first and second place in the women's 5,000. Congratulations, ladies. All right.
High performance. We have the athletes in the women's 10,000 meter run high performance edition waiting to be called onto the track. You can see Desiree Linden there in hip number 1. Sarah Hall also in the pink top there, ready to close things out. Sarah Crouch, the number 3 bib, as they make their way onto the track. A distinguished field here at the Portland track.